What's up, everyone? To all my friends on the internet, hope you're having a good day. Uh, Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, just coming back to the channel, this is more a log for me. Originally, when I made this channel, I made it because I wanted to make a big channel to provide all this bodybuilding information. But now I'm starting to see that I was doing it for the wrong reasons. I would like to more so do it just to kind of document my own progress, and then people who are around me or have questions, which I get questions about training and nutrition all the time, can come and find this resource here. But that's not really the topic for what I'm talking about today. Today is the first video that I'm going to make about my juicing, green juicing, not that other shit. So let me just show you this here. I have some green juice that I make in my own personal juicer. It's very green, if you can see that. Brought to you by Miller Lite. Properly juiced and consumed. Anyways, it's more so, I've been doing a juice fast for 2 days now, and my goal is to do it for 1 to 2 weeks. I'm going to shoot for 2 weeks. If it gets completely unbearable where I'm not eating any food or anything, I'm probably just going to do 1, but I need to at least do 1. So, as far as my bodybuilding training has been going, I'm not really doing hypertrophy type work. I do jiu-jitsu. You can actually see that little gi right over there. So I'm going to jiu-jitsu tonight. I'm doing more cardio-based things. And there's a couple of reasons why I'm doing juicing. The green juice specifically. For one thing, I feel like everybody needs some time to kind of get hormones out of your body and give your body a break from like food and such in general, just so it can focus energy not on digesting food constantly. And it'll provide me a way to kind of shred some fat, some storages in my body that have built up over a long period of time. If anyone's watched my previous videos or knows about some of my backstory, I used to be really big. So as far as I was really overweight, I was almost 300 pounds. So fasting is a way to use that reserve energy. What else? So let me talk to you about what's in this, in my actual, what I put into it. I picked up the recipe off a documentary that I watched, and I really liked it. I tweaked it just a tiny bit. So, in one moment. Excuse me, thank you. So I put primarily kale and spinach in it. Probably the most important part. Anyone who knows anything about nutrition or like superfoods, you would know it's very strong in vitamins and minerals. It has like anti-cancer properties. One thing I do use is I use 2 different kinds of kale. I use one type that is red kale, if you've ever seen it. It kind of has like, it almost looks like purple veins. The kale is very dark green, but it has a purple stalk, and it has purple, like, they almost look like veins. I'm not thinking of the word that would be correct for it. I also use green kale. I use both green apples and red apples, celery, cucumber, ginger, and just recently I added turmeric. I juice both the roots, so I don't buy like pink ginger that's kind of like already stained and processed. I use actual roots, ginger root and turmeric root. If you ever decide you want to make the juice, just note that ginger and turmeric are very pungent and very strong, so you don't want to do a whole lot of it. You get this really warm sensation in your body. It's almost kind of like eating wasabi, if you've ever eaten wasabi, how you get a head rush, but it's in your body. Um, so that's just something to note. But it's very good for your digestion. It's very good for your body. It's very cleansing. So part of the reason I'm doing this is so I could lose weight. And I'm not eating like real solid food. I'm not having any proteins outside of just what's in kale and spinach. And, you know, I'm just doing it for a couple of different reasons. I'm not really worried about losing muscle because I put on muscle pretty well. I was always meant to be big. I have some pretty big arms just naturally. Throw a little flex in there. So that would be the first reason, the fasting, to kind of get shredded, lose some weight. I would love to get shredded, but just to lean out. Second reason, test my willpower. I've always been a big proponent of trying to change myself and change the way I think, and to just test the strength of the mind, of my personal mind, my personality, and my own personal willpower. So to do 2 weeks, no food, it's going to be tough, but at the same time, you are getting nutrition, you're getting some sort of sustenance, so I don't think it's going to be as hard as what people would think. Another reason, I have some spiritual reasons why I'm doing a fast. I don't really subscribe to any one kind of creed or religion. I have my own crazy belief system that maybe one day I'll go into on video. It's very out there. A lot of people that know me would probably think I'm the most normal person on earth, but if they knew what I believed in, they'd probably think I'm the craziest mofo out there. So that's just the introduction to my new juicing thing. Actually, what's kind of cool about this juice, side note, I don't know if you can see it on the camera. You see how the top there is starting to build up a layer? It's actually building kind of like a purple layer. It looks brown on camera, but when it gets deeper and the stuff starts to separate, the red kale has a red look to it, like a reddish brown. It's real interesting. And then the dark green kale has a really strong, like vibrant green color. So you have to mix it up. You could drink it kind of in parts if you really wanted to, but I don't know why you would. So that's about it. I weighed in at 211.2 today for record keeping purposes. I've been meaning to take my body fat percentage. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow morning. I know you want to do it when you haven't worked out, you haven't really trained or eaten or anything. So I'm going to do that tomorrow morning, and we will keep a good log. I'm not really sure what to expect at the end of 2 weeks. So that's about it. If you like my content and you think I'm an okay guy, feel free to punch that subscribe button in the face. I'm going to try and keep up on the updates and the vlogs and the different experiments that I do to try and learn my body. I'm always trying new things to try and push my body in different directions, get leaner, get bigger, get smaller, and test myself and see how I do. So you're more than welcome to join me on that journey. I'm going to be going there anyways. Until then, thanks for checking out the video. Fight for the life you want, or die being mediocre. It's your choice. Peace out.